always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. Commodores will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Florida's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt.
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell, they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a low situation.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Firing to the right, complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy with it.
So Vanderbilt's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He holds it in, and nobody's close. All kinds of room to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver.
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Fires left. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Gators will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Unloads quickly. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now on the move. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. On the run, it's Ncaafb. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll keep it himself. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Commodores will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Defense showing blitz here. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Lets it fly. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires on the move. He's open on the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. The Gators looking to take advantage of this red zone trip, making side adjustments here. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
3rd down play from the gun. Moves away as he feels pressure. Looking for the score. It's complete. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to... And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll run the toss. Looking for room at the 30. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Right back to the well. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Quarterback making checks. The Gators will try to convert on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. And he waltzes into the score. Touchdown, Florida!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ballgame. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. It's complete to the right. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far.
The Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into third and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. That was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Ncaafb. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Commodores decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll go to the ground. Looking for room at the 40. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the touchdown Gator. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Quarterback on the keeper. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. You got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And there he goes. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a way to start this drive with a first and goal from the 6.
Loss of 2. Brings up second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Galladay. Powers through. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Blasted as he lets it go.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Commodores send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. First down for this offense. Might as well give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. You got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move.
He's loose down the left side. The 40. The 20. He's at slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The Vanderbilt offense will take over first and 10.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Gonna take a shot. And his first throw here is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. taking another look just to confirm everything. The officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Commodores look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got him wide open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Here we go, set.
He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense, shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Release to the back. Touchdown, Vandy. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They've got the screen set up. On the move at the 30. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds space on the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've picked up a couple of 1st downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. The tag. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Commodores.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. comes the offense. Quarterback may change this route. The give as they work on that clock. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Has to get there to move the sticks. Inside the 35. Kearney on the Jets. Touchdown, Gator! He got a step and just dusted the field. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
On the run from inside his own 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Quarterback running on the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the block. See if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something.
Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Just feeds the running back. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves, but they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all 3 phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume, big for your confidence, and everybody else starts.
There he goes. Got enough space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points we've seen in big moments in this game. They have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
24.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. It'll be a draw. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down.